Hi everyone, my name is Victoria Fernandez and welcome to my channel, I Live to Inspire Mental Health. If you don't already subscribe to my channel, please subscribe. I post weekly videos about mental health and my experience with bipolar disorder. Now, this week's video is going to be about why it's important to be grateful and how it benefits our mental health. Obviously, Thanksgiving is coming up, and I actually made a video kind of like this one last year, but I think it's always a good reminder of the benefits of just being grateful in our lives. So before we start, I do want to say that I have made playlists for you guys to be able to find the content that you want to see in my channel way faster in an easier way. So now, I do want to talk about this because not only is Thanksgiving coming, but I think that being grateful is also a type of mindset, just like I've talked about finding your purpose. And I think those two kind of tie in together sometimes. But being grateful is actually such a good practice to have a healthier life and a happier life. Because when you have the mindset of being grateful for things, even when they're negative, then you're going to find yourself changing the way that you think. Instead of the world hates me, I'm not good for anything, or all these negative thoughts that sometimes we get whenever we have a mental illness or whenever we're going through something that's really tough in life. Those thoughts will kind of not be that bad, or will transform into something like, okay, maybe this wasn't the way that I was expecting it to go, but these are the lessons that I learned. And not only that, but I want you guys to practice thinking back into a time or a moment in your life where you really, really, really wanted something so badly, but it ended up turning out to be completely different, or life took you through a different route. And at first that's not what you wanted, but then later in life you realize that was the best decision ever, or that's like, if it would have been the way that you wanted it back then it would have not gone how it is today in a positive way. So what I mean by that is that even when something bad happens to us in life, a lot of those times those are lessons, and having that mindset of being grateful will make you happier, will make you see life in a better way. And it takes practice. It doesn't just come from one day to another where something bad happens, you're like, wow, I'm so happy that happened. It's not like that. Obviously, no, we're humans and we have a lot of feelings. But when you are like conscious of these things, of these thoughts, then you're gonna have, you're gonna be able to better control those emotions, and that's gonna help you in so many aspects of your life, whether that's relationships or even finding a new job or all these kind of things, kind of finding the silver lining of all the different events that happen in your life. And I think this is a really good week to remind ourselves of that. Last year I talked about in my video how I had experienced all these different things with my mental illness, being diagnosed, feeling like the whole world was shattering around me, not knowing what to do, not knowing what was going to happen with my life. And now looking back, being grateful that I was born with those things, because they make me who I am today, because they help me help other people. So I put a positive light on it, and because I was grateful for those things, I kept fighting, because being grateful gave me the purpose of helping somebody else in the future, which is what I'm hopefully doing right now. And basically that mindset, I think this is where it ties in with purpose. It helps save my life. And nowadays, sometimes you have to go through it, and you're allowed to feel all these things. You're allowed to complain. You're allowed to have all these negative feelings. But at the same time, there's always a good opportunity to reflect on the things that happened to us, what they taught us, because if not, those bad experiences are just bad experiences. And you want to get something good out of everything. And so being grateful is a huge way to change your mindset, to become better, to be happier, and, to just be able to even bring more opportunities to yourself. Because when you humble yourself, when you are grateful for even the bad things, you subconsciously are opening so many doors for yourself, whether that is in your love life or with your family or with even a job. It helps you clear your mind, and it helps you see past the bad and into the good. And ultimately, like I said before, it helps better your life and make you happier. It's like that thing that people do where they tell you, to be happier, you smile, because when you smile, it makes you happier, even if it's a little bit. So same thing with being grateful. When you think about being grateful for something, even when it wasn't the best, you're having to exercise your brain to think differently, to think in a positive way. And there's nothing better than being positive, even through the bad. So I also wanted to talk about the fact that being grateful can also help you with your self-confidence. So right now we're living in a time where social media affects so many people, not just teenagers, especially teenagers, but also adults. I mean, we all love to compare ourselves with somebody else, whether that person has a hairstyle that we want and we don't have, they have long hair or short hair, or we want to look a different way and we can't. We get frustrated and we get sad and we feel like we're worthless, and like all this comparison is so unhealthy for our mental health, but it's something that we all do at one point or another, and that goes for everybody, not just for a certain type of people, but just for everyone. And I think that being grateful for what you have, thinking of the things that maybe, sometimes you don't love those things about yourself, but being grateful for them will also help you change that mindset, will make you feel better about yourself through time, not one day from another. It's like if you wish your hair was longer, you're not gonna be like, I'm so grateful for my short hair, and then like you're gonna feel happy about it. But like it's a process, it's a mindset that you change. I'm grateful for having this, I'm grateful for being able to do this, and then those things are gonna make you feel better subconsciously. It's gonna make you change the way you're thinking, and then change the way that you feel about yourself in the long run. So I think it's a really great opportunity to also take this time, write down the things you're grateful for, and remind yourself of those things every single day. And then instead of hating yourself, instead of putting yourself down each day or comparing yourself to other people, you're gonna be able to actually have self-love and increase your self-confidence, and that's gonna make you way happier. And I also think it's important to realize that nobody's life is perfect. I think that we all think that, someone's life is perfect because that's what it looks like online, but that's not the truth. Everybody goes through stuff. So remembering what you're grateful for is so important, because what you might not like about yourself is what somebody else wishes they had, and it's just a vicious cycle. But anyway, I just think that having that grateful mindset is so important to happiness, to opening opportunities for yourself, and just transforming your life overall. So I hope that you liked this video. It's a little different. I guess it's kind of similar to the one last year, but it's a little different in the sense of kind of the content about it. But I hope that it helps in some way, and I hope that you do take into consideration these things and actually try to be conscious of being grateful for the things that you have, or the things that have happened to you, so you can grow from it. So don't forget to please subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me. Also, don't forget to like this video, comment, share with somebody who you believe should listen to it. And always remember that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and a bad day does not mean a bad life.